Thank you for watching. We are so glad you joined us for this heartwarming journey. Don't forget to explore more inspiring stories on our channel, from brave young heroes and kind hearted friends to thoughtful adventures that teach important lessons about kindness, family, and strong values. Today's story, Cool Hearts in Heat. Written by Mukhtar Ahmad, this touching tale is filled with kindness, mystery, and timeless wisdom, showing how even small acts of goodness can make a big difference. Subscribe to our channel and discover more beautiful stories that warm the heart and inspire young minds. All rights reserved. Cool Hearts in the Heat. Ehtesham's father had just left for the office. His mother was washing dishes in the kitchen, which had a window overlooking the backyard. In the yard, there was an underground water tank and patches of soil with plants. She noticed Ehtesham helping his grandfather set up a shade between two walls using ropes and a large sheet, creating a cool, shaded area. Ehtesham placed clay bowls of bird seed and water under the shade. When he stood up, he noticed his mother watching him. Mom, it's really hot, and the poor sparrow's water was heating up. We've made shed now, so the water won't get hot anymore, he explained. That's wonderful. His mother smiled. Now the sparrows will have cool water to drink. The heat is only increasing these days. It was Grandpa's idea, Ehtesham replied as he filled the bowls with water. If you're done, bring Grandpa inside. I've made breakfast, she said. The two of them came inside, sweating despite the early hour. After washing up, they sat down at the breakfast table. The intense heat continued unabated, with not a cloud in the sky. Markets were quiet because people only ventured out for essential tasks. Even animals and birds struggled in the heat. Birds were seen with open beaks, searching for water, and animals looked for shade. Ehtesham's school holidays had started, and due to the heat, his mother wouldn't let him go out to meet friends. He mostly stayed home, spending time with his grandfather, who was a big reader. Grandpa kept Ehtesham engaged in different tasks around the house, which Ehtesham enjoyed. He learned how to paint walls, repair latches, replace clotheslines, and fix leaky taps with Grandpa's help. Grandpa, however, had a strict rule about calling an electrician for even minor electrical work, as it could be dangerous. A few years ago, Grandpa had retired due to age and health issues. Ehtesham's father took great care of his health, arranging regular checkups with a family doctor. Grandpa suffered from diabetes, which had curtailed his love for sweets. Ehtesham's mother was very vigilant about keeping sugary foods away from him. After breakfast, Grandpa went to his room, and Ehtesham's mother started cleaning up. She saw Ehtesham reaching for something in the freezer. He pulled out a large plastic bottle of red sherbet. Curious, she watched as he took it to his grandfather's room, knocked on the door, handed it to him, and then returned to watch TV. Troubled, she thought, I told Ehtesham that Grandpa must avoid sugary drinks. Why did he make this sherbet in secret? Later, while tidying Ehtesham's room, she opened his closet and found empty soda bottles neatly stacked, along with four filled bottles of red and other flavored sherbets. Her heart sunk. Ehtesham, this isn't love for your grandfather, it's a danger to him, she thought, closing the closet and deciding to discuss it with Ehtesham's father. At that moment, she called Ehtesham over. Noticing her stern tone, he approached hesitantly. Did I do something wrong, Mom? He asked softly. Ehtesham, do you know your grandfather has diabetes? She asked. Yes, I know, he replied, lowering his head. Then why did you give him that sherbet bottle? She asked pointedly. A moment of silence passed before he replied, Grandpa and I bought them from the market. And the empty bottles? She inquired. When they're empty, I wash them and put them in my closet, he explained. So you could make more sherbet and give it to Grandpa? She asked bitterly. Yes. I place a bottle in the freezer every night, hidden behind the other items, and give it to Grandpa each morning, Ehtesham admitted happily. Even though you know the doctor has forbidden sweets. She replied, a hint of complaint in her voice. Ehtesham chuckled. Mom, all your detective work went to waste. He took her to the window overlooking the main gate, where she saw the neighborhood sweeper entering. Grandpa handed him the sherbet bottle. The sweeper thanked him warmly, his face glowing with gratitude. Ehtesham's mother felt her heart melt. She stroked his head and said, what a kind deed you and Grandpa are doing. In this scorching heat, a cold bottle of sherbet must feel like a blessing. Ehtesham smiled and tried to whistle in excitement, though he couldn't quite manage it, causing his mother to burst into laughter and embrace him.